What's up everybody, it's me and Oscar today. Obviously Robin's not around for this video because he's busy in other places, but today we're just going to be doing a few things that we're going to be talking about or answering some questions that people have asked to us on YouTube and Twitter and things like that. And the two questions that we're going to be answering today are: what are some embarrassing school stories that we've been through, and what video game would we most like to see being made into a movie? So, Oscar, do you want to start us off?
So yeah, I think we're gonna start off with the embarrassing school stories or embarrassing stories just overall because you know, they're quite interesting. Yeah, I might as well start with mine because we've only got one each, just to make it quite short. I mean, we do have others, but you know, we might share them later on in this channel's life, I guess. But for now, we'll just start off with this one. So yeah, so I was basically walking home from school. This is walking home from school, which I don't know if that counts as being in school, but anyway, it doesn't make a difference. But so I was walking home from school, and I was with a few of my mates, and we'd just gone down to this little kind of park, which is right next to another primary school, and we decided we're going to play a bit of football because my friend had brought a football along to school for whatever bizarre reason. I don't know why. So yeah, we were gonna play football at this little park area right outside another primary school. So, and just to kind of clarify, if you're American, a primary school is an elementary school. I can't say the word because it's kindergarten, whatever you want to say. Just to kind of, you know, put that forward. That's like I think it's like 4-year-olds until 11-year-olds. And so we were playing this little football and a little bit of football, and we were like literally outside this school, and obviously when my school finishes earlier than the primary schools, about 20 minutes, so we had time to actually get there before those guys had come out, and we were just kind of playing football, and then we, you know, heard the like bell go, and they all started coming out of and walking over this park to get home, I'm guessing, or to their parents or whatever. And so basically what happened was we were playing football, and then because it was a Friday, there were some little kids kind of playing, like, you know, just like running around kind of thing, and then we were kind of like, there was like this shed area, and it was literally right around the corner of where we were playing football. And my friend had kicked the ball, literally hoofed it for whatever bizarre reason, straight over the like the shed, and like literally into like this like other area. And that was where the little kids were. And so I went round to collect the ball, and this is going to sound really weird. I don't know why it was happening.
Pedo.
And no. Literally, I walked to get the ball. I picked up the ball, and I kind of looked up, and there was this little kid. He must have been about, what, 6 or 7, and he was just there with his dick out, like waving it around. And I was just like, what the hell are you doing? And I was just like, my friend was called Tom. I was like, Tom, get over here. And I was just like, he was just doing this, like waving it around. This kid who was
what the hell?
It was 6. It was like it was like a tomato because his face was so red because he was laughing for whatever bizarre reason. He was just waving his dick around, and like I was like, what are you doing? And then we went around the corner and collected the ball, and we just like burst out in laughter. It was so ridiculous. And it was embarrassing because it was like, what the hell are you doing?
Just
I feel like a
little
paedophile.
6-year-old just waving his knob.
And then there was a little kid waving his dick around. And I was like, this is terribly awkward because I can't like I can't erase that from my mind now. So yeah, I've got this little kid's face with his dick out in my mind now. It's just brilliant. So yeah, I might as well pass over to Callum to kind of.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's pretty bad. Yeah, Callum, explain yours then.
Mine seems nowhere near as bad now.
Oh, okay.
Right. Right. I was in primary or whatever school you want to call it, in year 2, I think it was, and we were doing these times table club thingy that we used to do, and I was sat there, and I think I finished like 10 minutes before everyone else, and we were supposed to just sit there and wait until everyone was finished. The only problem was that I felt really ill that day, so after 5 minutes after finishing, I was sat there and I felt a massive rumble in my stomach, and then this led to me actually shitting myself.
Oh, okay.
Just sat there, and I was like, oh god. And then teacher came over, said, what's that smell? I was like, I don't know. And He said, I then got up, walked out the classroom, looking like I'd probably shit myself, and it was terrible.
It doesn't sound
and
great.
Then another thing after that, I walked outside, and then I started throwing up everywhere.
What the hell's happened?
I have no idea. It was so embarrassing. It was everywhere, and then I had to call my mum in, who was at home at the time, just up the road from school, and she was like, "What have you done?" And then started laughing at me as soon as I got out of school. And it was terrible. I was never so embarrassed in my entire life.
That actually probably is more embarrassing than what I was saying, to be fair, because...
Well, yeah, I did crap myself, but you did manage to get a little child to wave his wiener in front of you.
It wasn't me, just to clarify. I'm not a paedophile, and I did not intend for him to wave his dick around his bosom.
You gave him a tenner and said, "Dance, bitch."
Oh, God. This is terrible.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, we're done with the awkward / horrible school stories. And we're going to move on to the second kind of question that we're going to answer in this video today. So, what was that, Callum?
It was the game that we'd most like to see made into a movie.
Yeah, not quite as kind of
not quite as
bad.
graphic or
yeah.
terrible as the stories you've just described.
Yeah,
but
yeah, which both kind of had a little bit of, expletive shit in it.
Explicit.
Let's
let's put these videos with an explicit on the thumbnail.
I don't know if you can do that. Just like 18.
Not
plus.
For young ears.
Yeah,
18 plus.
So yeah, basically what we're gonna do. Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna just discuss movies that I guess. Not movies, games that we wanted to be making into movies. So yeah, the one that I was thinking of before we even started recording this video was Infamous, or like the infamous kind of, I would say trilogy, but then again, Second Son isn't really part of the trilogy, I guess. So yeah. My assumption would say the first two games. And I just think that like the Infamous kind of, I guess, franchise, the first two games anyway, were definitely games which felt like very very kind of.
They told a story.
They told a story. They were quite cinematic. And you could easily see that being made into the movie. I mean, it's like superpowers. Some normal person kind of gets superpowers, and he fights Kessler in the first game, I think, and then finds out that he's like got to fight this beast and all this shit, and it was, I don't know.
In a second, yeah.
I've forgotten because I played the game so long ago, but I mean literally like it was like quite a long kind of, and the good thing about Infamous 1 and 2 is that they do link together, where as well if you compare it to like Uncharted, the games don't really link together, like each one is kind of individual. And so like you could either make it into one big movie, or you could make it into two separate movies, which is I guess in terms of money it was quite a lot of money if you made it into two movies, but I mean I would like to see that kind of franchise being made into a film, because at the end of the day, I could see it easily being made into a film. It feels like a film when you're playing the game, and the character of I forgot his name. Cole. Fucking hell. I was about to say Delsin. I was like, hang on. Delsin is not the character.
Do you even Infamous, bro?
I don't know. I've played the games, and I sound like I've never played them in my life. Yeah. So, I mean, Infamous is a really good franchise. I'd hope to see it made into a movie. I think it might be, actually. I don't know about Second Son, because, I mean, at the end of the day, that's not really part of the three games. I say three games.
The trilogy.
I guess. It's not really a trilogy. They might even make it into an Infamous 3 at some point, maybe another game. But I don't know. They might just stop the franchise altogether, and Sucker Punch might make something else. I don't really know. But yeah, that's probably the game that I'd hope to see made into a movie at some point. Yeah. Well,
I was thinking. Obviously, there's the most obvious games that you'd like to see made into movies, like The Last of Us, but it's already been done. Uncharted's it's been on and off for a few years. But as Oscar just said, it's like the three Uncharted games aren't really linked. And The Last of Us, you just can't tell if they would stay true to the story of the game that they're trying to create a movie for. But I was really thinking about like Assassin's Creed, because those games tell a story over the entire games that are part of the series. Like if you look at it as going from the original Assassin's Creed up to Assassin's Creed 3 with Connor, they all kind of link together based around the Apple of Eden and the Templars trying to obviously take over and gain control over the areas that they are trying to gain control of. but it's you just think that they'd have a great story to tell, like the story of Altair and how he's was a master, went down back to novice, and then regains his power to find out that. Am I allowed to spoil this for you, Oscar?
Quickly, kind of point that I'm saying. Assassin's Creed, the only one I've ever played is Assassin's Creed 4. Just to say, like, literally, I've just missed out on the Assassin's Creed franchise for like years, and then I was like, when I got a PS4, I was like, you know what, I'll get into this, and then it was Assassin's Creed 4. It was really good actually, yeah. So just to kind of side note, but yeah, spoil it. I don't really care.
So then you go on to find out that Al Mualim's actually he's actually the leader of the Templar Order that Altair is trying to get rid of, and then it carries on through Ezio, goes through to Brotherhood and Revelations, which you could think about cutting out or make all into one kind of movie. I guess, well, 2 and Brotherhood you definitely could. And then you get to 3, and that's its own movie in itself, because it's a completely different protagonist to the other 4 games that have been made. Then I look at Black Flag, and it's not really kind of linked to it, because, well, who is it who's in it? Is it Edward Kenway who's in 4?
Edward Kenway. I mean, at the end of the day, like, he is part of that kind of family, which is like started from was it Ezio was the first one, or was it the second one? It was the second one, wasn't it? It was
Altair,
Altair was the first one, wasn't he? And so then it was Ezio, and then it was Connor, and then it was Edward. So, I mean, those were kind of the ones which I would assume would make into the game, especially because they're like Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're like the kind of... well, originally they were going to make it into a trilogy, weren't they? And then they were like, you know what, we'll make a 4th one.
Yeah.
So make more money.
They weren't even going to put Brotherhood and Revelations in, which is why I hope that if they did go ahead and do something like that with Assassin's Creed, I'd hope that they wouldn't put Brotherhood and Revelations in unless they kind of blended it in with 2 somehow, because it just kind of ruin it and make it into too many movies. Or you could just say that you'd rather have like one of the games of the franchise being made into a movie. So say the original Assassin's Creed or 2. I can't really see 4 being made into a movie again, because Pirates have already been done in something. I know it's like different, but it's like Pirates of the Caribbean, and no one else is
literally it's the same thing, isn't it? Literally Pirates of the Caribbean.
So you're never going to see. Well, it's really unlikely that you're going to see another pirate game, or a pirate game being made into a movie, because everyone's already so fascinated and involved with Pirates of the Caribbean. So I'd put either 1, 2, or 3 of the Assassin's Creed franchise as a movie, and I really think that that's about it.
Yeah, as long as I don't put the tutorial of Assassin's Creed 3 in the movie.
Yeah.
There's like this lengthy tutorial for the whole movie. That'd be
terrible.
As I said, I've never actually played the game, but I just know the tutorial was absolutely horrific. It just went on for ages. It was literally like the game was like 80% tutorial.
It was horrendous.
Which is ridiculous. But anyway, yeah. So one last little bit before we kind of end the video is that oh my god.
I can hear that.
It's a learner.
Learner wanker.
They're just driving around my house, just like beeping their horn. Oh, fucking idiot. Yeah. Basically, what I just got sidetracked by a learner driver. What the hell is wrong with these people? Anyway, what I was going to say was that from now on, like, you guys can kind of put in the comments like a topic to suggest for the next video, because basically we literally before we recorded this video, we were looking across all the game news websites on the whole of the internet, and we could not find something.
Couldn't find a single topic that would.
Apart from the only thing we're going to talk about with Robin in the next video.
Don't spoil it.
Is Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Rogue. Yeah. So yeah, we're just going to talk about that with Robin in the next video, just to kind of put that aside. So don't really suggest that, because
you got that to look forward to.
So yeah, basically what you can do now is you can either like post a comment where you wanted to like suggest a topic for the next video, or what you could do is kind of post a comment and and ask a question, which is quite interesting as usual. And the beginning of this video was technically a question that was asked. We'll put like the comment on the screen probably about now. I don't really know who it was actually who commented. I'm sorry to that person, but I will definitely you can put your comment on the screen, so it's fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as I know. So yeah, post a comment, post a question or a topic suggestion, and we'll answer it, or discuss it in the next video. So
hang on.
yeah.
Also, we'd both just like to, well, on behalf of me, Robin, and Oscar, and anyone else who's been involved, well, like Ghost, obviously, we'd just like to thank you for, as of right now, 668 subscribers. It's insane that we've got that amount of feedback from everyone. We do owe a lot of it to the Dutch faggot that is Robin Gaming, but we thank you a lot for subscribing and different things like that, and just liking and commenting and doing different things that give us like inspiration, kind of, or ideas for different videos that we can make in the future. So yeah, thanks a lot for that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The one thing I wanted to say quickly before, we've had so many like little ending points. Just like, yeah, I'm just gonna end the video now. No,
oh,
I'm not.
God.
I'm not really. Yeah. So, but I wanted to say, because quite a lot of people have kind of been asking in like the comments, like, George will be in a video.
Oh God, why did you say that?
Just thought
you're
I'd
an
say
idiot,
because
you know it's not gonna happen, is it?
It will. Don't be in denial, Callum. It will.
I'm not
happen.
in denial. I'm just speaking the truth.
Well, we don't know, but we're 90.
Just
1%.
91.
Sure.
I'm 69% sure. I'm what?
I'm 69% sure that George will be in a video at some point. Yeah, we have discussed this in our little Facebook group chat kind of thing, and George is willing to be in a video. Hopefully when time and when he wants to do it. So yeah, as far as we know, he will be in a video at some point. But you know, we're hoping it'll be this month in August. And so yeah, that's pretty much it from now on. I don't think we've got anything else to say, hopefully, because this has probably gone on for ages. Let me have a quick look at how long this has gone on for. A cheeky 18 minutes. Brilliant. Nice one.
Actually, I do have one thing to say, and that one word
for
is
fuck's
Dutch.
sake. Oh yeah, Dutch, obviously.
Dutch. Right, are we finished?
Dutch. Yeah, Dutch. Wait, what?
Oh, I'll start. Screw it.
Oh, starting. Right. I was like storting. Is that a new word? No. Okay, cool. Nice one. Okay.
Oh, God. What's up, everybody? It's Faggot Gaming here.
What's going on, guys?
Oh my God.
Faggot.
Right. Okay. I'm Raddy, I believe.
Yeah.